Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Runnerman15, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the brand new CarX Drift Racing 3, and we're going to be comparing the damage model between CarX Drift Racing 3 and BeamNG.Drive to see how good is the new damage model in CarX Drift Racing 3. So if you don't know what CarX Drift Racing 3 is, it's basically the third addition to the CarX game series. So if you don't know CarX, which I got my my Android phone on my desktop here. I will be making a video on this on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Yes, this is a kind of a semi-small announcement. I actually have an actual Android phone now. However, the main problem with this phone is it's not very powerful, at least for gaming. The CPU in it is pretty good, but the GPU it has is terrible. I tried emulating this game on PC to see if I could get better performance, and while I do get about 10 to 15 more FPS, the game is just not optimized for any of the emulators that are out right now since the game is so new. So playing it on PC, in my opinion, is worse than playing it on just this Android phone, mainly because I do get a little bit more FPS, but it drops a lot, it stutters a lot, and it's just not smooth. This phone is smooth, it's a low FPS. So if you don't know what CarX Drift Racing 3 is, basically it is the third edition to the, is basically the third edition to the CarX series. So they have a couple games like CarX Drift Racing 2, obviously that was the previous one, and then CarX Drift Racing 1, that is like the PC version and console version at this point. I think they upgraded the original version to just the CarX Drift Racing 2 for mobile, just specifically for mobile. They also have CarX Street, CarX Highway Racing, and a rally game. But CarX Drift Racing 3, this just came out, actually released on November 29th. So still fairly recent, couple weeks ago, and a couple of you suggested me to actually try this game out. And before I actually go over this game more in depth, I do want to say that I am going to be waiting until the PC release of this game, because apparently there will be a PC release for CarX Drift Racing 3. So if you guys want me to do a more in-depth video on this game and not just compare the damage models, I will wait for the PC version or until one of the Android emulators on PC becomes way more optimized for this game, or this game actually gets optimized for one of those emulators. Pretty much I have the performance mode set to turbo, so it should be using the max as much of the chip that's inside this phone as possible. But let's go ahead and go into test drive. And I do have the graphics turned down quite a bit, mainly because the game just does not like to run well. But this is basically the game. And with max graphics... Ooh, this game is too loud. With max graphics, the game doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good, but as you can tell, this is not an easy game to run. So if you do want to play this game, you're probably going to need a very powerful phone. So I would say any flagship phone could probably run this. I'm sure like a gaming phone like the Red Magic 10 will probably be able to run this just fine. But if you're on like a budget phone, the phone that I'm using right now is a budget phone, it's probably not going to be able to run the game very well. So, but we do get like almost 30 FPS. So the main feature in this game that was kind of supposed to be unique to this game was the damage model and the wear model. So in the previous games, there wasn't really a damage model, or at least to my knowledge, there wasn't a super detailed damage model. In this game, your cars actually have durability. There's like somewhat realistic soft body physics. As you can see right there, I crashed the end of the car. It's all like squished now. So this also means like stuff like your tires are going to wear, individual car parts are going to wear, and you have to go and repair those parts if you want to keep using your car's fullest potential. So what I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to compare the crash physics between this game and BeamNG.Drive. If you don't know what BeamNG.Drive is, what are you doing? Poke your head out from underneath the rock you've been living under. But BeamNG.Drive is considered one of the most realistic damage simulation games, one of the most realistic soft body simulation games, and it's probably the closest thing that we have to realistic crash physics. Well, this game, I wanted to see how realistic is the crash physics in this game. Obviously, the crash physics are pretty soft, so I wanted to see how are they compared to BeamNG.Drive. So for our first test here, I'm going to line the car up, and we're going to go pretty fast into a wall. And I'll try and emulate the same exact speed in BeamNG.Drive. It's about 120 kilometers that crash was. So I'm not sure if we get a... Well, there is an interior cam, by the way, so very nice, very cool detail. So that is what the car looks like when crashed from the front of the car, and I would say it doesn't look bad. The frame is kind of glitching through the hood a little bit, which is something you'd see with like Drive CSX, kinda, but it's definitely not terrible. Better than your average Unity asset flip, that's for sure. Alright, the next test I want to do is a reverse test, and I want to reverse into a wall. So I'm just going to back up until I reverse into something here. And so that is what the car looks like when struck from the back. You can see there is a slight bend and stuff, but if you look at the actual chassis of the car from those two crashes, the car remains straight. The most of the car's rigidity is intact, so it's not the most accurate damage simulation, but it's not bad, especially for a free drift racing game. It's definitely not bad. I can try and destroy the car a little bit more, and you see parts start coming off, but the car, like the actual main frame of the car, isn't really deforming. So it would be nice to see maybe parts of the actual frame of the car deforming, but for now, this is what we have. It's not terrible. It's definitely a cool level of immersion that you can add to your game, but it's not really quite great, you know? So now we're gonna hop on BeamNG.Drive and see and do a little bit of a comparison. My prediction is BeamNG is gonna blow this game out of the water, but I might be surprised. Who knows? So let's go ahead and go on the grid map, and I'm gonna try and find a car that's similar to the S13 that I used in the S13 or S14. I'm not good with my Nissan Silvias, guys, so please forgive me if I mess up the name of the Nissan Silvia that we just used in CarX Drift Racing 3. I know the car isn't actually licensed in game, but it's obviously modeled after one of the Nissan Silvias. I'm pretty sure it's either an S13 or an S14, but like I said, I could be wrong. You know, that kind of looks like the car right there, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I take that back. This looks like a Honda Accord. This looks like my Honda Accord. This is literally a CB7. Literally the same rear lights, same front. Okay, well, I did not know this car looked exactly like a CB7. That is very nice. All right, well, we're going to use this car, mainly because it's probably the closest that we have to the other car. I don't know, it's something kind of fast. So we'll go like pretty fast here and then crash into the wall. And as you can see already, the whole car is affected by the crash, not just the front end right here. You see in CarX, it kind of just bounced off the front. Some of the front parts, like the bumper and stuff, came off. The hood was deformed, but the actual frame of the car was fine. As you can see in this game, the whole car is affected. So yeah. All right, so now we're going to do a crash test from the back, and we're going to see what this car looks like once we back up into something. Okay. Well, there's the front end. Alright, so if we move the car forward here, yeah, as you can see, like, the actual frame, like, the actual car is deforming in, like, the middle and stuff. And obviously this is all tweaked in the back, but it's, like, squishing outwards a little bit. So, yeah, obviously BeamNG.Drive is going to be way more detailed than CarX Drift Racing 3. I just thought it would be cool to kind of compare both games, and yeah. Alrighty, so before I end today's video, I just want to take a little bit more of a closer look at the actual game. So, you're probably thinking, okay, that damage comparison was cool and all, but like, what about the actual game? Well, pretty much it's a drift racing game. So, CarX Drift Racing. So, it's pretty much that. You have access to numerous cars, in-depth car customization and tuning. So we can do engine swaps and stuff. We can change like transmissions, the diff. You can change parts like the suspension parts. You can customize the actual body parts of the car if you unlock like body kits and stuff. And as you can see, when we're in the customization screen, the game is very laggy. Pretty much, you can customize your car and upgrade it and stuff. You can earn currency by completing races and challenges, and you can unlock new cars. And if we go up to the swap tab in the top left corner, as you can see, I have a couple different cars here. So it's pretty much, we go into an actual race here. There's a free ride, so we can just kind of chill and drift and do whatever. Or we can go into the campaign here and do events and earn money. This is also how we're going to be able to unlock stuff and level up. So in this one, we're going to be doing a transition. I did play through a little bit of the kind of tutorial part, but for the most part, I haven't played very much of this game. So this level looks like we're going to be doing a transition. Okay. I'm trying my best here. Oh, I think I got it. Nice. So pretty much you just go through these campaign levels and you do these various challenges and you get rewards. So as you can see, I got some parts and some money and I guess a right seat. And as you can see right here, the damage, you can see the car will actually degrade over time. And when you want to repair the car, you simply exit out of whatever you're playing, come back to the main menu, come here to tuning, and then you can click the repair button. There we go. And then you can repair the main nodes, as you can see. Obviously, as you damage your body, the body will probably need fixing as well. But if we click select work time and we fix everything here, as you can see, just click start work, and it's going to take some time to repair it. Now, this might be annoying to some people. I think this is kind of cool. You don't have to spend money unless you want to speed up this process. As you can see, speed up, I can spend 600 of the credits to speed up the process if I don't want to wait the 2 minutes for the car to repair. So yeah, I think this game has some pretty cool features and a very cool damage model. Very cool to see this damage model. I would love to see this game come to PC sometime soon. That way I can actually experience this game in higher quality graphics, higher FPS. Other than that, though, comment down below if you guys want to see me do anything else with this game, or you guys want to see me do anything with BeamNG.Drive. On Wednesday, I'm going to be uploading a review for this Motorola phone. I won't say the model quite yet. If you can figure out the Motorola phone number or the model number, I think I showed it on screen earlier when I was casting it. So, yeah, there's going to be a video coming out on that on Wednesday. Other than that, though, if you guys are interested, I do have a channel membership that you guys can click on and you guys can subscribe to. You guys will get access to additional perks and features to the channel, such as behind-the-scene videos, early access to videos, and more. If you guys are interested, my membership starts at just $2 a month. You can click on the membership tab on my YouTube homepage, or you can click the link in the description below to check it out yourself. Other than that, though, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm RunnerMan15. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.